Dun, 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 the Fin Fam.
I'm so not used to that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Welcome to the Fin Fam. My name is Pete, and this is Gabe. And
What's
we're gonna.
my name?
What's my name? What's my name?
Oh na na, oh na na, da 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 da. So we were talking about.
So we were talking a while back about our Ban watch list, and we got through
Our
all
Baywatch
of my
list.
top our Bay watch list.
Yeah, dude.
Where's Pamela?
Where is Pamela? We
Where-
were looking for her. Dude, I got the boobs. Where's she at?
She's right there.
That's
Hey.
me.
What happened to
What
you?
happened to me? I grew a beard.
So we got through my top 3 Ban watch list cards, and we got through Gabe's 1 and 2, and then I lost the footage.
Oh, dude. You know what? We threw the stick for Fido to get it, and he never came back.
No.
He's dead.
Farmer Jim shot him.
Yeah. Jim
He's dead.
died in a well. He's still dead in that well. The dog's dead too, just like that file. But we were always talking about with the ban of Donnarumma the idea of future proofing. If we look at a card like Renoa, which is my third pick of what should be banned, I think that Renoa, in a way of future proofing the game, Renoa should be on that list. Now let me tell you why. So 4 costs, 7K forward.
That's undercosted.
Undercosted.
Or overcosted, I mean.
Overcosted for sure. Her ability is so fucking bonkers. It's
Busted.
It's fucking busted.
So what does she do?
So she says when she enters the field, choose one forward other than Renoa you control. Remove it from the game, then play the removed forward onto the field duel. So it's a flicker ability. For you guys in Magic, it's getting an ETB ability, an enter to the field ability again. So, with there being stronger enter the field's abilities, the card gets even better.
Yeah. I mean, if you take Sephiroth, for instance, you have to pay 7 mana to get the discard 2 just from the card. But Renoa makes it
Costs
cheaper.
4.
Yeah, so it's like this almost the same stats, but as I know you need to have a Sephiroth in play,
Right.
but how hard is it to get value off of Renoa?
For sure. And that doesn't just include Sephiroth. It allows your Vikings to come back into play. So you're drawing 2 cards. If Renoa costs 4 and you discarded 1 card from your hand, you've netted 2 cards.
Wait, I just thought about that. So Viking leaves the play, you
and
draw
then
a
it comes
card,
back.
and then it comes back and you draw a card. That's busted.
Yeah, it is pretty broken. And I think when we look at cards like Donnarumma, where the idea of banning Donnarumma was to future-proof the game. As there are more cards that come into the game that have enter the field abilities, this card will always be on their mind. And if they want to keep the development of the game in a good and solid, healthy pace, this card should be in question to being banned. What do you think, Pete?
How good does it feel to bounce a Nidhogg and have it come back into play?
It feels pretty good.
How good does it feel to take a Sephiroth and put it into play again?
It's not bad. It's a lukewarm feeling.
Yeah. I think that Renoa is one of those cards that really can enable broken things. I think that it's a combo piece. Every set, they need to sell these sets, right? So they're going to put these very broken things in order to prevent a game state ability from being too powerful. Most of the time they like to confine it to a enter the play ability so that it's like a one-time thing.
For
But
sure.
Renoa makes you essentially get that benefit more than once.
As there are more cards that become, have stronger abilities, there's a bigger power creep. This card is going to remain insanely strong. And if there's ever cards that really in the future that they create, this card stunts them from creating those cards due to the fact that it exists. So if you're going to put Donnarumma in that picture, Renoa should be there too.
So Gabe, which one would you rather have in your deck? Donnarumma or Renoa?
So this is a weird one. I think Renoa is absolutely insane. They both require a lot of
Setup.
It's fair to say that the player that I am, I'd rather just get a really broken ETB ability than just being able to target and then ping. Where both are in the question of being banned, I probably would say Renoa should be banned way before Dataluma.
And I think and this could be a video on its own, like which one would you rather have, enter the battlefield abilities or game state ability where you're able to use it multiple times. The thing about Final Fantasy is there's so many ways to get rid of forwards that Dataluma is kind of a fragile card when you think about it. Like, think of how much these Dataluma decks had to morph themselves around ways of getting back Cactar, ways of getting back Dataluma, because there's just so much in this game that can deal with forwards.
Exactly. I think some people put into question with the new Rydia promo, making Dataluma ban worthy, making all your category 4 forwards brave, with the new Halafanaka, or I forget the name of the card, that just allow you to get monsters back from your discard pile or your deck to consistently just do that.
So Gabe, we've got through my top 3 lists, Ban Watchlist, we got through yours. I think we would get a lot of hate mail if we didn't at least discuss
the Boogeyman.
The Boogeyman.
The big old Freddy Jason for Halloween, ready to come out. Big Veritas of the Dark.
So I think with Veritas, so a lot of people were saying that, hey, there is this dark card that can go in any deck. You should put 3 of in every single deck that you make because it's just so good. 6 mana for an 8K forward is not great, but having the enter the playability to have your opponent sacrifice, not break, sacrifice a forward, not just any character, when it enters the battlefield is very, very strong. And then the bonus of getting another sacrifice trigger when it is killed, although I argue very much that second ability is not nearly as strong as people make it out to be.
For all you new guys that don't know, Veritas, 6 cost 8K dark forward. When it enters the field, your opponent selects a forward, puts it into the break zone. Then, when Veritas goes from the field to the break zone, your opponent selects one character, which includes backups, monsters, forwards, and they put it into the break zone. Now, I think a lot of people really do feel like this card is very, very broken. I think what Pete's trying to say, it's not that bad. It's really not that bad. It also opens up several different cards that never saw play before this card existed. I'll make an example. Goomba, Opus 5, 2 cost backup ice. When this card comes from the field to the break zone, search your deck for one card named Goomba, put it onto the field tapped. And I think...
And there's a lot of cards, there's actually a lot of monsters and backups that say when this goes from the play to the break zone, you get a benefit.
Yeah.
And it makes those characters much better than before.
For sure. And I think that another thing that really makes it strong, you always have these backups that are, you can only have one out on the field that searches for something. When it dies, when Veritas dies, you can essentially break that and then replay another one to get more value out of it, which in a way has kind of created an interesting meta. If you know that your opponent's having a Veritas and you're just looking to tutor up a good light forward like Yuri or Minerva, you just break it. You don't need it anymore. You got your value. You're getting value off of breaking your own forward. You are aware that Veritas is so relevant in the metagame that you're able to do more things with your deck because of it.
All right, Gabe, the question. Would you rather have Veritas in your deck or Dataluma?
I think Dataluma.
Really?
No way.
Got you!
Got him, boys. We got him. Slice him up. Thanks for watching, all you sweaty nerds. If you want to stay moist like us, please like, subscribe, and share with all your sweaty friends. And hope you enjoyed the video.
Till next time, and remember, use deodorant when drafting.
Always.